Field stabilized. Intaro Atun.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft World War Remaster. Today it's going to be Last versus Snow here on Matchpoint. So bottom left here it's going to be Last, and in the top right here it's going to be Snow. He is kicking butt and taking names, but he does struggle in ASL for some reason. Maybe it's the pressure. I don't know. I'm not sure anybody's figured out why Snow kind of underperforms in ASL, but if you know, let me know in the comments, because I read every single one. This is another RJB replay. It's a DEF CON 1 replay. And if you like PvT, then check out the 5-game Flash versus Bisu series that I posted a couple of weeks ago. Or maybe a month ago. Time has no meaning anymore. Time is a flat circle. Okay, so it's a PvT. We're going to see Vultures. We're going to see Goliaths. We are going to see Dragoons and Zealots and maybe some Arbiters, maybe some Carriers. I have no idea what to expect here from this Protoss Snow. We've got Mind Watching. We've got, I think this is an alt name for, I want to say Shuttle? Joji Tube? But I'm not entirely sure. Sometimes Smurf names for pros elude me. Anyway, so Steve the SCV scouting out. Very, very important. If it's a 2-gate opening or a proxy 2-gate, you want to know that, because, man, Zealots in your base before you're ready for them, especially as Terran is so hard to hold off. And walling off with a barracks here on this fairly weird map. Let's see, let's go ahead and get rid of this vision, and there we go. Yeah, so expanding up the left side here is the preferred choice for expanding, and down the right side as well. And there are basically just 4 places you can expand here, and that's about it. So no middle bases. But that is A-OK for a 1v1. Cybercore coming in. We are taking Last very seriously here. If we are Snow, and there's gas, so Factory will be thrown down as soon as he has enough gas here. There we go. So Last respects Snow as well. Johnny Macaron. Not entirely sure that I've seen this Smurf name from Last, but he's been around for such a long time. Steve says, Zealot! Zealot coming across the map. Hurry! Maybe, I don't know, throw down a bunker? This Sim City is not very good against Zealots. Yeah, so throw down a bunker. But, man, this Zealot could run by, right? This is not a wall at all. All right, man. Robert the Zealot. Your face is on merch at falconpaladin.store, as well as Steve the SCV. Check it out. And, okay, not going to do a run by. Just going to go ahead and back out here. Huh. Fair enough. Dragoon coming across. Maybe he's waiting for his Dragoon brother. Brother! Ow. What was the purpose of that? I don't know. Maybe scouting to see if there's an expansion here? Wow, so the Dragoon went home. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. Nexus on the way here from Snow. Command Center starting here at about 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And let's see which upgrade here is going to be the first one that Last gets. I'm going to say Spider Mines? No, Vulture Speed. Dang it. It is going to be Vulture Speed here. What are the most common machine shop upgrades we get here in this matchup are going to be from professional Terrans, right? All 3 are pretty viable. I definitely have seen Siege Mode get researched here. I've definitely seen, you know, Vulture Speed, obviously. Spider Mines get researched here as well. Singularity Charge coming in. Because we're not going to skip that upgrade ever, honestly. There's no reason to ever not get that upgrade, man. I mean, if the game's not going to last longer than like 4 minutes because you're cannon rushing or you're going for like a proxy 2-gate and then the game's over real fast, then sure, don't get Singularity Charge. But man, if the game goes past 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and you don't have singularity charge, you're probably in a lot of trouble. Dragoons without range are not nearly as good as Dragoons with range. It's like Lings with speed versus Lings without speed. Not a good time. So, Vultures. They're so zippy when they have that speed upgrade, man. They love it. They like it a lot. And, oh, they get a probe kill. Another probe. Why is that probe just hanging out there? Oh, a Vulture does get sniped. And an SCV dies too, but a couple of probes died. That was just bad positioning here from Snow. He's rallying them into a position where Vultures can kill them. I mean, rally them up here or over here maybe and keep them safe. That was definitely a mistake from Snow on this map. So yeah, nothing too crazy here, right? We are definitely going to see a lot of Vulture. Spider Mines are coming out here too, more and more factories being produced. Observatory, because we're worried about Spider Mines from the Protoss perspective. Will we see the famous Snow Reaver Micro? Let's find out together. That's going to be a lot of fun for sure. When does ASL 18 start? When do we start doing qualifiers for those? Because that process starts long before the final happens, right? ASLs take their time, which is nice. It's really nice. You can prepare for your opponents. You can prepare to qualify for things, prepare to get into the next stages, all sorts of great stuff. Third Nexus coming in. All good here from Snow. You do want to keep up. I don't want to say keep up with the Terran player economically. You want to be ahead of the Terran player economically. No questions about that. Terran Jam happening right now. There's your support bay. Okay, so we are going Reavers. We are starting Reaver production here at... Well, we got to wait for that shuttle. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Ooh, another probe dies. Ooh, that's a... Oh, look at that. Vulture jail. Holy smokes, that was well executed by last. That was fantastic. Okay, Reaver starting here at 7:03 or 2, somewhere around there. All right, siege tanks with siege mode. Not quite ready to go, but we're moving out. After killing that Dragoon and that probe, you got to feel pretty good about yourselves. Muy excelente. And then, well, are we moving? Are we moving? We moving to the groove in here? Well, it looks like we are. Looks like we're starting to move across the map here. Third base coming up at the same minerals only location on his side of the map here from last. Very interesting map for sure. Oh man, this tank position is gross. Trying to attack high ground into tanks sucks. Everybody hates it, man. But, I don't know. I gotta say, I think Snow is really good at PvT, but the way this game is opened, wow, there's another Dragoon down. Vultures are doing what they can. Marines providing a lot of damage here, too. One tank sieges up. Starts firing away from this high ground on that third base a little bit. Oh, that tank dying would be bad. I don't think... No. Oh, no. Dragoons can't do anything about that. Dude, this is disastrous. Reaver! Reaver, save us. Zealot, unload first into this madness. There we go. Unloading in. Reaver, bam. Takes out one of the tanks. No problemo. Shuttles, special Reaver micro. Gonna take down the other tank. Sweet. Oh my gosh. That's the Snow Shuttle Reaver micro that we are here to enjoy today. This guy's still building, right? He paused. Why did he pause construction on this? Was there a probe that harassed? There was a probe that harassed him a little bit. Dude, he never finished this. That's weird, man. You were just sitting there staring at it for so long. So yeah, this was a dead base. But guess what? Reavers were there and shuttles were there. And the Reaver gets 2 kills. 1 tank, 2 tank, bam. Pressure gone. Pressure evacuated. That is so good. That is so sick from Snow. That's why you clicked on this. You wanted to see that happen, right? Right. Wraith is on the way to try to deal with the Reaver shenanigans. I like it. I like the idea of getting a Wraith to try to snipe down ye old shuttle that's going to cause you so much heartache in this game. The problem is it's 46 to 51 workers right now. Terran is down, but not by that much. And it's a 3 base to a 3 base scenario. Now, there we go. Look at these SCVs. They're ready to body block to keep the Dragoons away from the siege tanks because there are no spider mines. There are no vultures to do that. So the SCVs had to be pressed into service there temporarily to block off Dragoon access to those tanks and getting direct shots on them. Scan says, hey, there's guys over here. There's Dragoons over here. And There are 2 shuttles, one with a Reaver, and actually both with Reavers in there, but one with a Reaver and a Dragoon, and actually both have Reaver and Dragoon in them. Who's going to fly into the main? Where are your turrets? Well, there is a Wraith. Ooh, that's why you have a Dragoon in here, though. Oh, my gosh. Ow, 3 SCVs go down there. The Wraith can't engage because there's Dragoons with this. That's insane. Okay, but actually the shuttle did have to evac, or one of them evac'd. Yeah. The other one evacs too. Now we're just not getting home. But I don't know. Oh, this guy picked up both of the shuttles, or both of the Reavers. Oh, no! Both of the Reavers just died. Dude, what Goliath positioning here from last. That's huge. 4th base coming in bottom right from Snow. He needs it. I don't think he did nearly enough damage with those Reavers to really make up for the fact that he's on even bases here against last. This is dicey. This is really some dicey stuff here. More Reavers being produced. Can't give up on Reavers just because you lost a single shuttle with them. That was careless, honestly, right? That shuttle only had a couple Goliath shots worth of HP on it. And for it to fly in here like that, it was not good. It was not good. Citadel of Adun coming in, finally getting some of that Zealot leg upgrade action. By that I mean the upgrade is not coming through. We're also not getting a Templar Archives. You kind of have to. Ooh, Vulture's got back here and died. So it's 58 to 60 workers now. Even worker count, but the 4th base is rolling and providing the income that Snow needs. This is really good stuff. Okay, Zealot legs finally starts up, and then a Templar Archives too. Great. So you do want both of those things here, absolutely, positively. Continuing to scan. Why? Why is this not working? Click, 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 click. Click, click. Okay. Not working for some reason. Don't know why. Another Reaver dropping down here inside the main base. So the last, and Scarab not going to do anything. Scarab got held up for too long here. That's a good hit, though. Good connection. Gets a shot off on a tank. Doesn't kill a tank. Doesn't kill the SCVs. Injures a few of them. Tank gets a shot here. He's all in sorts of the yellow here. But otherwise, that was okay. That was okay from last. He's got more workers than our guy Snow does right now. And they're going to span top left. What's the play? There's got to be some kind of a play here. All right, man. I don't know. Trading out a couple tanks here is nice, but the Vulture's catching you on the flip side. The flippity floppity. Okay, one tank or one Dragoon goes down, but 3 Vultures get wiped out as well. So yeah. So it was probably a fair trade, I'd say, from last perspective. He can't feel bad about that. Ooh, the Vulture escort up to the top left is nice. He's going to go ahead and build a turret first, as he's worried about this thing getting dropped. Not a bad thing to worry about. Storms on the way, more shuttles being produced, probably storm drops in the future here from last. He cannot feel particularly good about that. Cannot be happy about it at all. And then guess what doesn't help against Dragoons? Missile turrets. The Dragoons wander in here and wipe this out. Okay. That was not ample. The defense of your attempt to get a 4th base up there was not good last at all. So the problem here is that we've reached a point where the Terran player is about 150 supply. His upgrades are coming in. He's got +1 attack. The gateway units, the ground units here are +1 attack as well here for Snow. So even upgrades, but there is going to reach a point. Or are you seriously sending an SCV in here? I guess for scouting purposes, you have scans, you know. Now, guess who has to attack up a ramp? Ha ha ha. Spider-Mine's getting cleared out there. And putting a siege tank on a ramp. Willing to lose it in exchange for getting a few more tank hits on Dragoons. Nice micro, though. Never mind. 2 more Dragoons die. 2 of them should be able to escape here with their 4 legs as long as they get down the ramp okay. And they did. But here we go. We got Zealot legs We got the +1 attack, and we are moving in now. We are trying to break this position. Storm going down on the tank. Zealots on the cleanup as per usual. Here's Zealots charging up the north side. And this is actually a really nice attack by Snow. Effectively maxed out. Is he going to win both of these? No, he falls back from the third base battle location. But the fourth base remains a problem, as one turret is not enough to stop Zealots from coming up there and shutting it down. So, now he says, look who has the high ground. Snow has the high ground. Seedshank's trying to deal with this stuff. Yeah, I mean, they're better at it than Dragoons are, obviously. But you do have to scan that high ground, or maybe get a science vessel to spot for you. Ooh, good ob snipe. Good scan, good snipe there. Vultures running around. EMP getting researched here. And High Templar in shuttles. I'm not sure if we're doing Reavers anymore. Is there enough to defend against a lot of Vultures coming down here? There's one cannon. 2 Zealots is not actually enough to defend against this many Vultures. There are more cannons coming in. Yes, there are more cannons coming in. This top left base still belongs to the Protoss. Never actually killed the turret. Ah, jinx. Turret is totally dead. Nom, nom, nom. Ah, what a great sound the Zealot attack is. Sound design for StarCraft, man. Is there a game with better sound design? I don't know. I don't rightly know. I don't know what that was. Oh, the 2 Zealots tried to come down this way and got wiped out by spider mines and ow. Vultures and stuff. Ow. Ow. Dragoon. Oh, Dragoon down and that Zealot's very injured. So it's 192 to 173 supply in favor of Snow. He's going to need it, though. He's going to need that kind of a overall army supply advantage. Although it says 7 more SCVs than probes here at this stage. I mean, look, 3 basing Terran is pretty scary, pretty acceptable against 4 basing Protoss. But there needs to be a move out here at some point, as Snow is now getting a 5th base. And that's where things get really dicey for a Terran player, is when Snow's on 5 bases and you're on 3 bases. Suddenly, he has the economy to afford losing more stuff. And that's never what you want to see as a Terran player. You don't want the enemy to be okay with losing 12 Dragoons, because they can replace them easily. It means they're going to attack you more obviously, more openly, more aggressively, as +2/+1 mech upgrades versus +2/+0 upgrades. And good Storm again, and every time Last tries to move out here... No. This is not happening. If Last could take this high ground, it would help him a lot. But he's really just kind of crushed back here into this little corner that Snow's not letting him escape from. Yeah, man, Snow does have that +2 attack. He's working on +3. Storm really doing a good job keeping everything at bay here. Vultures trying to spider mine this area. Maybe force Dragoons to move in here. Hey, some tank did manage to siege up on this high ground, and that's exactly what Last has been trying to do. The Vulture terrorist group. Okay, yeah, man, just pure Zealot, but what if the Zealots get a surround, though? And suddenly, surrounds can counter a lot of stuff here. Vultures are really good against Zealots, but there's a lot of Zealots, and they surround you. Spider-Mine says... Okay, but maybe not microing the Vultures at all is bad. Okay, that was bad. Trying to take more of this high ground position is Last. There you go. Gotta appreciate this from him. And look who's expanding top left. Snow is. Big, humongous fan of doing that. That is so gutsy. Let's see if Last can punish the gutsiness, though. Is this an yeah, it's an Obs. So the Obs is keeping an eye on things there in between the 2nd and the 3rd base. Trying to, there you go. Trying to get rid of this base top left. I'm sure Snow knows that this is a tough place to try to expand, but if he wants another base, he kind of has to do it, right? He has to expand either top left or down here, and that's not fun. Snow's making it as hard as possible. Good snipe on that High Templar, by the way. That one, too. No pickup, man. That shuttle wanted to pick up those High Templar. But does still have 3 more. There you go. Good Storms. Vultures fighting. They killed a High Templar. I think they missed. They did miss on another High Templar, but that's okay. And there you go. 4th base from Last is up and rocking. Up and rocking here. So this is good. 4 basing Terran versus 5 basing Protoss. Last is okay with this. Last has not really been able to move out today, which is less than ideal. We do want to start moving out before the 20-minute mark. I don't know. Sometimes Terrans can't quite do it because this is happening, right? Protoss pressure is so good. Snow is just like, I don't want you to move out, and so I'm not going to let you move out. Every time you try to move out, I'm going to stop you in your tracks. Vultures, sure. Tanks, though. Tanks are the thing. They are dangerous for the Protoss if they start moving out. Great storms on that clump of tanks, man. You're not perfectly spreading out your siege tanks. Man, Storm will find you if you're playing Snow. I don't know if there's enough Dragoons to deal with this. Spider Mines, Dragons, getting dragged into siege tanks here. D-Matrix gives another couple hits off on that siege tank. And Snow just kind of cruising through here too. These Vultures are going to get summarily executed. Tanks managing to siege right here is problematic. It's really tough to dislodge. That's why Snow has so many Dragoons over here. He really does not want that to turn into an issue. I guess there might have been a storm drop over here. It's still 64 workers, though, for the Terran. So it didn't obliterate his SCV count, not even a little bit. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Recall coming in, and Arbiters. Hey, we did get some Arbiters. It's not a guarantee in this matchup, and Recall is not a guarantee either. Recalling into expansions always seems to be a little bit more effective from the Protoss side of things than recalling into a main base. So we'll see. We'll see how Snow chooses to employ this. Oh, this is so good from a Terran, man. Just sneaking a couple tanks down here. Just to an expansion that only has cannons defending it because, well, it's just Vultures that can make it all the way down to this bottom right corner, isn't it? No, it's not. Every probe dying. Big, massive win for last. Oh my gosh, the win for last here is so good. 64 to 44 probes. Every probe at this base would die if these Vultures would maybe target fire the probes. There we go. Every probe dies. 64 to 41 workers. Yeah, the tanks died. There was only like 3 of them there, and all the Vultures died. But hey, a 5-kill Vulture, very proud of himself. So this is good. I think Last is actually, he's got the upper hand here at 22 minutes. Snow's done his best to keep the Terran forces from moving out across the map like that, but he did manage to sneak a couple tanks down there. Didn't kill the Nexus, which would have been the next best thing, but did kill a ton of probes, and economically, Snow is not happy about this. He's got a bank, but it's not going to last forever. Last is spending his money exceptionally well, considering he has 63 SCVs on 4 bases, although his main base is mined out, and his natural base is also mined out. So he's got, 63 SCVs on 2 bases. Oh, this is mined out too. He has 63 SCVs on 1 base? Never mind. Income not as good as worker count indicates. He needs this bad. He really needs this bad. Snow's still mining from this base a little bit, from this base. Oh, this worker count may be completely misleading us, everybody. Sometimes it does that. Sometimes it tricks us. Okay, so again, Snow says, look, man, I'm just going to slow you down. I didn't want you to have this high ground position, but I'm going to make it hard for you to get off this high ground position and go somewhere else, right? Yeah, man, 198 to 167 supply. I felt a lot better about last position here until I realized how incredibly mined out this man is. Last is sneaking up this way to try to wipe out this base. This, I don't know, 1 o'clock base of Snows, whatever you want to call it. The tanks are at +2 attack. They don't have +3 yet at 24 minutes, which seems late. It is +3 here on the attack for Snow, so he's winning the upgrade battle. Getting the upgrades he wants faster than Last is getting upgrades that he wants. Get an amulet, finally coming in. +3 is such an incredibly powerful upgrade here for the Terran tanks. Especially. Okay, so +3 finishes. And I don't know if that's coincidence or not, but that's when Last sieges up here. The Vultures jump in here, too, with their +3 attack. There is a recall coming into the natural base. Kind of a weird place for it, but, I guess you can kill an armory, I suppose? See, but that base is dead. You know what base isn't dead? This 1 o'clock base from Snow is not dead, but it is quickly becoming that way. 38 probes remain. Snow's expanded down here. That's huge for him. We're still not cleaned out over this way. Ooh, both armories are going to die. Both armories were here. Siege tanks holding position here inside the main. Going to make it hard for Snow to do that. All right, so Snow loses that base, but he's got a new one down at about the 7 o'clock. Plus, he's attacking into this third base position, which doesn't provide any value. Like, this base dying it's just nothing. I guess some SCVs going down is good. Ooh, storming clumped tanks is always nice, though. Oh my gosh, that's huge for Snow. That's so big for Snow. Wiping that tank count, getting that tank count as low as Protossly possible here is just always, always, always on his mind. Now, if this group can head down and wipe out this base, I think Last can win this game. I'm not even sure you have to necessarily deal with all of this. You know? But these guys decide to come home for defense anyway, because that's where Snow's going. Snow's sending his forces over here to try to finish off Last as well as he can. With Storm, with Speedlots, Dragoons, and the like here. Arbiter providing that perma-cloak. Science Vessel providing the decloak. Good Storms on the tanks. Last. His tank count is dwindling, but some of these really tight positions are good. Good for a Terran player. I don't know if Last needs to come in here, but he's doing it. Or rather, Snow needs to come in here. Last probably should be defending all of his factories. I say that's a fair idea. Siege tanks getting wiped out by spider mines. Defender's advantage is here. Units are popping out of these factories, but my gosh, these guys need to come down. Probably save this main base if you can. Snow, meanwhile, happily mining from that 7 o'clocker. Spider mines taking out tanks, the double-edged swords of spider mining your own base, man. If the enemy recalls onto a bunch of spider mines, they will die, which is admittedly very cool. Look at this. It's just we've strung out the Terran forces. There are no vultures protecting these tanks. That's GG. That's it. A beautiful surround on this left side by Snow. Every tank in view of the camera dies. That's it. GG. Last taps out, and Snow is our winner here. My goodness, in 27 minutes and 39 seconds. That was... Whoo! That was something. Definitely something to behold from our guy Snow. It was tough, right? He's mined out of every base he's got except for this one. It's a one-basing Snow here at 27 minutes. So he wasn't exactly swimming in cash or in army. He's got 115 overall supply, 29 of which is probes. But he does manage to get on top of the production of Last here. Last is not able to quite set up a new base anywhere or threaten this base. And as a result, he's just forced to tap out. His tank count, I think all of his tanks are dead except for this one, which is one tank's not going to really hold up against Snow, it turns out. So yeah, I think Last did pretty well, honestly, against the early Reaver stuff, 100%. He didn't lose too much to that. He was able to take out a shuttle containing 2 Reavers. Maybe that was sloppiness by Snow, but still. He wiped out this base, which is cool. He wiped out a ton of probes in this bottom right, which is very good. But he probably needed another base. Sneaking an SCV up here and taking this base would have been great. I wonder if sending the tanks that killed this base down here to kill this base might have been a better use of those tanks. But at the same time, if all your production dies, it doesn't really matter if you kill all of Snow's money, right? If income is dead, it doesn't matter as much. So, tough decision there. But at the end of the day, Snow just managed to kind of get the mech army spread out and strung out, and a lot easier to deal with when that happens. 206 to 190,000 points here in favor of Snow. Got outproduced by the Terran, but outkilled the Terran by not that wide of a margin. Resources are going to tell us the story here, though, right? Right. Snow outspending our guy Last by, let's do some quick math here, 11,300 resources in 27 minutes will definitely get the job done. Without a doubt. Getting the job done. So that was great. I mean, that was really, really fantastic. Good win by Snow last. Put up a good fight, too. Good by him. Bit of an older head here in the StarCraft world. Again, he's been around for a very long time. A very, very good Terran player. We like last a lot. But all right, that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.